All right, boys, what we gonna do here?
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. Both teams riding 2-0 starts to year one. We'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit.
That's all I need to see.
So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. It might be a very busy game for them.
That's what I need to see.
You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
That's what I need
right
to see.
Down the middle. They go up 7-0 here early.
All right, let's go.
Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Now, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. These last two snaps may force this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's going to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Air it out on third. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from the deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from the stat line of turnovers and winning that turnover margin being the biggest singular key in the NFL, Kate. But I'll tell you what, when you run for 100 yards plus, you win 70% of the time. They did a week ago with this guy, and he's off to an excellent start.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's going to be thrown down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And his progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Yeah, he's going to be taken down, so calling back.
Yeah, I see.
On that play, and that means they got the first.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, that's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Lions have the first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. The Lions out in front. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Goff to the air now. This one's caught. He's going to score. Touchdown, Lions. Isaac Tesla with his first NFL touchdown.
I'd imagine alongside all the team goals and mission statements for the year, Kate, he had this one written down. Score a touchdown. Unable to do so in his first season, and he did right there.
That one splits the uprights.
Yep, you gotta show me some more.
And they bump their lead up to 14.
Be ready. Say no more. Let's go.
Here's Thomas on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line.
Let's work.
Before he's hauled down. New York to the line. 1st and 10. To the air, Sanders. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's saying. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier.
I almost caught that shit, too.
Difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
Going on 2nd down, it's Sanders. He completes it in traffic. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
That's cool. We can work it down the field.
A couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And good luck hanging on through that contact. The hit knocked him free, and that forces 4th down.
The members tell us pretty clearly, you get to the long extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Motioning the tight end now. Sanders going to throw on forward. Don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And these drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense to the line for second down. Looking to throw. Gone. Complete left side. It's too long. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Goff now on third down. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal. Gibbs now from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for two. I'm going to be a little judgy here, Brock. You got to have more than that on first and goal. Because now the pressure rises quite a bit to get good yardage or a touchdown here on second.
I don't disagree with you. The only thing I would say is that run, you hope offensively now gets the eyes of the defender.
Get the fuck out of here, yo.
Get there. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams taking it in from 7 out. Bates now for the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead now 21. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Thomas on the return.
No.
He's brought down.
You ain't do nothing crazy.
Reach our 2-minute warning.
You ain't do nothing crazy, bro. You ain't do nothing crazy, bro.
Jets getting ready for
You ain't do nothing
first and
crazy. You ain't do nothing crazy. You ain't do nothing crazy.
10. Sanders back to throw.
You ain't do nothing crazy.
And that's incomplete, only because of the hit applied, though. A good defensive play to bring up second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Sanders setting the pass. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that's going to be good for a Jets first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13.
He ain't going nowhere, bro.
New York first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to
He ain't
prove
going nowhere. Don't worry about it.
makers too.
Sadiq ain't going nowhere.
Come up on first and 10.
I traded Garrett Wilson for.
Here's Barkley. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Rolling on second. Sanders. Short pass brought in. And this is going to be run out of bounds. Play goes for about 16 before he stepped out. And that's going to be first down, Jets.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
With Sanders out of the pistol.
Oh, that's
He
bad.
jars the ball loose, but it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce in just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense in the end zone.
He's going to catch that. I threw that shit right where only he could catch it.
One falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard.
Nah, I threw that shit out in front of him.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Now Sanders.
Oh, come on! Hey, he was open!
Trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Damn, he was wide open, bro.
Done the job, but they threw for a lot there, Brock. Just couldn't make that deep shot work.
Kate, if you look at just about any pass play known to mankind, there's something called an alert. Right? Somebody that's going to clear something out for somebody else, and that was an alert, that was a shot, just didn't hit it.
Sanders going to go on 4th down. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he gets home. Touchdown, New York. Adonai Mitchell. His
Man owed me that shit.
Sanders to try the extra point.
Man owed me that shit.
Accuracy perfect.
Man owed me for that shit because that last one was going to be a touchdown. He owed me that. All right, boys, we need to stop here, guys.
Sanders all set to send it away.
Don't worry about it.
The goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20.
Don't worry about what my message is.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Gone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We needed that stop. We needed that stop, baby. We needed that stop, baby. Let's go, baby. We needed that stop, baby.
Reception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talked about it with the receivers, right?
We needed that stop, baby.
Making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown.
That was big.
They won't forget.
Return starts at the 3.
Let's go, D. We need you. Let's go, D. We need you, baby. Let's go to work, D. We need you, baby.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. Taken in by Williams.
Okay.
He's going to be taken down.
All right. You see what he's doing. All right. That was nice. I like that.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. 1st and 10 from the 32. Here's Goff.
Let's go.
He's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the
That was big. That's big, baby. Let's go.
Line fast. Working on 2nd down. Goff.
Come on, man. Come on.
And they still have one
Yo, he put the ball in front. Yo.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Throwing is gone. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot
fellas,
of
we need to
guys
stop right here, baby.
football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact.
Let's get off the field.
Man from ball.
Let's get off the field, fellas.
Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And they will have the first down. On the gain of about 4. Only needed 1. This drive continues.
Let's get off the field. Come on. Let's get a pick.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield.
How the fuck did he beat him like that?
It's in close. And somehow they reach the end zone.
I should have called the timeout.
Time remaining in the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final.
I should have called the timeout. We wasn't ready for that.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you.
You should have called the timeout. That's all right, boys. We all right.
Awesome.
That one right down.
We all right.
And they now lead by 14 points.
Yep, we all right. We all right. We all right. We all right.
Fox now to kick this one away.
We all right.
Here's Thomas on the return.
We all right. We all right. We all right.
Going strong at the 30.
We all right.
Touchdown on an incredible return.
We all right.
Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are
We all right.
many
Let's go,
plays in
boys.
football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one,
Come on, we need to turn over here, guys.
Let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away.
We need a turnover. Come on.
Get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's what I've been calling the wrong fucking defense the whole game.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Again to Gibbs to start the third.
We all right, let's go.
He is caught and sent out well behind that line of scrimmage. So second and long coming.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss, just like that.
The second down throw from Goff. Taking a deep shot here.
Oh, come on,
Big
man.
gain downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit.
We all right. We got something for that.
Sensational
That ain't about to
work
keep
by the
working.
skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively,
I ain't about to keep working.
skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive.
Oh, shit.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got second and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you at first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. They go to Barkley again.
Oh, that was my fault.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work.
That was my fault. That was dumb. That was bad.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grass,
Let's go, Shador. Rally the boys, Shador.
They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Third and short here. Sanders. Complete beyond the marker. He's got about 8 yards.
Only the boys should do it.
And that gives New York the first.
It was, but I threw it inside. I knew what I was doing when I threw it.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Barkley. Shoves one away. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
To throw now is Sanders. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Big gap up the middle. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They're going to run with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Motioning him from the slot right. Barkley. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They're going to try to run it in. Barkley.
Come on, man.
He's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. They've made it 4th and goal.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Desperation time here on 4th. Cut near the goal line.
Oh, come on. How you not get in the... How you come out of the end zone, bro? Oh, my God.
Yo. You got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense
oh my God.
Stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Breaking through the 15 into the 2nd level. And he takes this one up just shy of the 20 to the 19. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for Detroit first
That
down.
was some straight up bullshit. Cooper just did some bullshit.
Another one for Gibbs. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This place loses yards. That's a nice quick correction.
Yeah, he did some bullshit.
And then
that was some rookie shit.
Very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense.
Come on,
You got to
guys.
forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Yo, why are they cheating? Yo.
How about this, Bronk? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Yo, why are they cheating? Yo.
Goff to the air now.
Oh.
To the sideline it goes. He
Man.
Prescott, both feet are down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That was some bullshit, man. That was supposed to be a pick. Like, we just getting it. It's just stupid little mistakes like that, man.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Second down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Gibbs. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Goff setting the throw. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. We'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Goff. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. His first this season after he had 5 last year. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. These coordinators love to dial it up.
No place to go here, and they plant him back at the 37. Will McDonald. And that forces this offense into a 4th and 20.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This a 54-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Damn, man. I can't believe that. That was the play of the game right there.
It's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. To the air, Sanders. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Sanders back to throw. On the move, headed right.
I don't know how he's sticking on him like that.
And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Forced out to his right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
I can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker, safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen.
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck Campbell is running with fucking Saquon.
One-on-one, we got to win these contested plays, as they just did.
I can't put the dude in motion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down.
No, I know Amon could do that, but it was somebody like right there.
Christian is in with the INT.
Good game, man.
And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.